Hey guys, today I'm going to share my experience of having my watch serviced by Rolex. This is my Rolex Explorer 2 reference 16570, and I've had it back from service for a few months now, so let's talk about it. When I got the watch, it was in pretty rough shape. The movement was running sporadically. There was an issue with the setting lever, so you couldn't set the time properly. And generally, I don't think it had been cleaned since the day it was purchased. It was absolutely filthy. I've never seen a watch as dirty as this watch was when I got it. So I really had a great time putting the bracelet through my ultrasonic cleaner and getting some of that gunk off. You can see just how nasty it was, just years and years and years, decades of built up dirt and skin and dust and just nasty debris. So it was a lot of fun to get that off of there. And then obviously I let Rolex clean the rest of it off. But in the clasp, under here, there was so much gunk. Every little nook and cranny was just filled with grime. So when I set the watch off for service, I wanted to keep as much of it original as possible. As you can see, this watch has a quarter century of scratches and scuffs and wear marks built up on it. And I personally think that it adds a lot of character to the watch, and it's just a really cool look to it. It's a tool watch, it's meant to be worn, and I like that you can see that it was worn and well loved in the past 25 years. So I asked Rolex to leave it in unpolished original condition because I wanted to keep every single one of these scratches and add my own to it. I initially planned on just having the movement overhauled, where they disassemble it, clean it, oil it, and put it all back together, leaving the rest of the watch the same. Once they had the watch, they found a few things that they pointed out to me. On the crystal, there was a chip right here at the 9 o'clock position, so they told me that they were going to have to replace the crystal to be able to guarantee the waterproofing. And they also ended up replacing the crown as well, both of which I were okay with. So they went ahead and did that, and they performed the service. Something cool that doesn't happen very often is they actually let me keep the original crystal and original crown. Typically, Rolex will keep those parts. I don't know if it's because they don't want them in circulation or what, but I was lucky enough to be able to keep mine, so I actually have those. So here is the original crystal and the original crown. Pretty neat of them to let me keep it, so I plan to put these in a little frame just as a cool memento. Altogether, the service took 28 days. I dropped it off on November 2nd and picked it up on November 30th, which is insanely fast for a service. Typically, you can expect between 8 and 10 weeks, depending on what's wrong with the watch, what you're having done, if you're having it polished. My good friend at Rolex somehow got them to rush my repair. I do know that not having the watch polished did help speed things up, so keep that in mind if you are planning to have a watch serviced. When you get your watch back from service, you get a cool little pouch that they send it in. Inside the pouch, you'll find that there is a little slot, and in the slot, there's this leathery piece, and the watch can go onto it like this. We'll do it with the clasp here. Just like that. And then this can slot down into there. And these fold over and then do the snaps. And you can travel with your watch. So I think that's pretty cool. Obviously in the Rolex green. But opening this back up and taking the watch out, another thing that you'll find inside here is a warranty card, if I can pull it out. So here is the Rolex service warranty card, and this has an NFC chip inside it. So if you hold it up to your phone, it will take you to a web page where it shows your serial number for your watch, your model number, what service was performed, and when it was performed. So that's kind of a cool touch. Slot this back in here, and we'll take this off of here. Neat little pouch. As you could expect with any Rolex product, the service was phenomenal. They did a fantastic job. They were fast. I wasn't expecting to get it back this quickly, although I'm glad that I did. And I also wasn't expecting to get the cool little extra that you got there. So now you're probably wondering how much all of this cost. The total cost for this was $915.88. Not bad considering they fully overhauled the movement, replaced the crown, and replaced the crystal. Pretty good, under $1,000. So since I've had the watch back, I've been wearing it pretty much nonstop. It's really gotten a lot of wrist time. I've had a wonderful time wearing it. I just love how the watch fits. The 40mm case is really, really fantastic. Obviously, this Explorer 2 wears a lot smaller than the newer ones do. And I think that this really just suits me. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something, found this interesting at the very least. I'll probably end up doing an ownership review of this watch at some point in the future, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, that's about it. See ya.